it's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. Welcome back. Happy February. It's been a minute. Been a little busy with dance and birthdays and yes, trying to stay warm. Tuesday it was 0 degrees here and today it is a balmy 24. So we are quite happy that it is above 20 degrees because it's a little chilly. Welcome to my Flosstube and my little corner of the internet where I talk about crafts and mostly cross stitch. I do have some knitting. I don't have it to show you. I'll probably show it to you as a finished object. It's my car project. I also like to do English paper piecing. Haven't worked on that in a little bit. But yeah, it's February, so I've got some categories to talk to you about. I've got and those categories are done by Miss Sammy of Sammy J Stitches. And yeah, I'll just show you what I have. I've got 2 finishes, and I will have a fully finish once I get my rear in gear and get it done. So welcome to any new followers I may have gotten, and welcome back to any new or any of my returning friends. So happy you're here, so happy to have you here. I don't have any under 1,000 club shoutouts today of new people. I know that Stitchy Sally is at 977. She is so close to 1,000. And it took me, I was on Flosstube for probably, this is my 5th year on Flosstube, and last year is when I got my 1,000. So it takes some time. But, you know, it's kind of disheartening when you see people that have started a channel and then all of a sudden get 1,000 subscribers. Like they've been on for a week and there it is. So I guess it just depends on who shouts you out. All good. Let's get to the finishes. So I've been working on Well Rounded as my daily 100 stitch piece, and I have finished Summer. This is the Summer Quilt, which is the biggest piece. Summer Blooms or Summer Basket is another one that they call it. And then this is the Summer Sampler. I love this little house under the cloche. It's so cute. I messed up somewhere over here, but I don't care. So I get to put that away and I will be fully finishing all of those. And I've moved on to Autumn as my daily 100 stitches. Hasn't happened because I'm behind on my goal for my Mermaid Queen, and it's just a self-imposed goal, but it's still a goal that I need to get complete in my mind. So, and the other finish I have to find it, there it is. This was a start and a finish within a couple days, which was nice. And this is from For Your Stitch, I want to say, or Making Today Your Stitch is the Etsy shop, and I will link it below. And it is, oh, Shall We Play a Game? And if you can see there, I've added, so the designer had like Gloomhaven and Pandemic and just like current games plus Global Thermonuclear War. If you have seen War Games, you know what that is talking about. One of Ross's favorite movies is War Games, so I stitched this up for him. And the normal one is like bridge, checkers, chess. And then I added in Guild Wars, which is a game that Ross and I play. Sammy from Sammy J also has joined us a couple times. We've not been on as much, but it's okay. And then Dungeons and Dragons is a fun one. I actually DM'd my first game a couple weeks ago, and it was much fun. And then the next one is Desert Warfare, is also from War Games. Ticket to Ride is a fun little train game. Ross loves trains. And then, and that was in the original pattern, Desert Warfare and Ticket to Ride. And then Dungeons and Dragons was also in there. And then Global Thermonuclear War was in there. So, and it was a very fun pattern. I will link her shop below. She actually, it was funny because Ross bought me a couple of patterns, and there's an earthquake there. A couple of patterns for Christmas from that same Etsy designer. And it's a couple of Stargate quotes, which was really fun. But then also on Etsy, I found this frame, and it is the Commodore 64 motherboard, basically. So, which was really fun. So I'm going to put this guy in that frame and give it to Ross. So his birthday has passed, but he knew I was doing this, and I picked out the frame and I told him, I was like, this is what I got for you, and he was so excited. And it's just barely gonna fit in there, but that's okay. Just have to get my mat board cut and it will all be jolly. Fix my avalanche here. Excuse me. Excuse me again. All right, what have I been working on? I had a new start. Megan, May, Sammy, and Vic from Stitchin' Button and I all started Love Bugs from Talon Emblem. This is just my working copy. I will say the thing I don't like about Talon Emblem patterns is that their DMC floss list is not in order. Numerical order, Talon Emblem, numerical order, please. Maybe I should email them. But that's what it is, and I actually started up at the top with the cute little top border of the bee. And this is just an 18 count that's actually left over from my Cross Stitch Nation. And because it's just going to be tiny. And there is my start. So I like the colors, they really pop on this. And it's really funny because it does not look that color on the white. It looks much brighter on this other Ada. And there's no fractional stitches, so I went with the Ada. Put you over there. I also worked on Bliss Fairy and then got mad at it because I'm off a half a stitch somewhere. So what I'm gonna have to do, I didn't want to pick anything else out. And so I'm not sure, I'm off somewhere down here or somewhere actually up here probably that is translated to down there. So before I start ripping that out, I'm going to start from the top and fill in this flower and then see where I get from there. So, but that's my progress on Bliss Fairy. I got about 900 stitches in it. So not too shabby, but it did not reach my goal that I was trying to do. So I transferred the stitches from this naughty one to my Mermaid of the Pearls, which I was working on. And so it left me with about 3,500 stitches to finish out January, and I'm still about 800 stitches shy. So I'm gonna finish this up hopefully today or tomorrow. But I have to unravel her so you can see her gloriness and the fact that I'm almost done with Mermaid of the Pearls. So, well, stitching wise. So there's her gorgeous face. I've left the rest of it on the Q-snap. But look at that. So excited. Like, I didn't think that this tail was gonna go really fast, and it has. So, I only have the rest of her tail comes down to about here, and then she's got a couple of these little whoop-de-doos that come out, but this is like the edge of the pattern, and then I want to say that it's down here somewhere is where it ends. So super excited, super close, and then all of her thousands of beads and pearls, and so oh, look at her, she's gorgeous. This is on a Mystic Fabrics that is just perfect. Oh, look at that. She's gorgeous. So she will be fun. She's kind of my focus when I don't want to stitch on anything else. I'm like, okay, let's get stitches done in her, and I did not realize how close she was to being done. Okay, I will fold her up in a moment. Plans, and I will just go through the plans. I'm not going to pull out my projects because I've got work and it's a little busy. And yes, so hang on 1 second, let me pull them up. All right, so February's kind of categories is a full coverage, a monochromatic, a medium, more than 50 colors, and a stitcher's choice. So full coverage, I am choosing to work on my Yellowstone piece. I'm quite excited for that. But I'm a lot slower on that, like counting stitches because I do it half stitch. I have to do 2 half stitches for 1 cross stitch, which is fine, but it just kind of goes a little bit slower when I'm using it for like a game like Hell Stitchin' or Harvest Stitchers. Monochromatic Thine is the Trick and Treat. Super excited to work on that one. I am halfway done. I'm on the bottom. I just started the bottom half of it. So, and then Geranium is one that Vicky Reading and Stitching and I started together, and I did not start it I did not touch it at all last year. So that's kind of my goal, is to touch things that fit within those categories that I didn't work on last year. And Magic Study I didn't work on last year either, so I'm gonna do some stitches on her. And then my Stitcher's Choice is Dreaming of Daisies, which is Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives. That's her piece that is in my possession. I need to stitch my motif on it and send it on its way back to her. So we've completed the year of the round robin, which has been really fun. I'm not participating next year just because I think my Dreaming of Irises is pretty much almost finished because I did a sampler. And then but yeah, it was really fun to do it, and I'm excited to start a couple of new things in February. I'll be starting Junebug by Nora Corbett with Janet in the next couple weeks, and then a couple of friends and I are also going to be starting Bluebell around my birthday. I'll start at the 26th, and my birthday's the 24th, so it'll be lots of fun. I'll pull out my cell piece, which is Rose Quaker by Stricken von Wiehenberg, and I'll show more next Flosstube. I just wanted to hop on here because I've not been on, and I've been a slacker, and life has been in the way, my friends. Life has been in the way. So I am going to let you go. I hope you all stay warm. If you're in the southern hemisphere, stay cool. I know school's starting for a lot of you down there. So happy school year to those kiddos. But yeah, I hope to see you back. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll talk to you later, friends. Bye.